Hey Mr. Weaver, it's Brian. I apologize for my voice and my appearance. I've been sick for the last like 10 days, so not feeling so hot right now. Anyway, this video is me trying to earn an A for the weekly update, and I hope you enjoy it. Alright, I'll try not to read this word for word what I'm going to email to you, but basically for a summary of our first class, we had done some activities as a class to get to know each other better and learn a little bit about each other and you. We discussed some expectations that we have of you as a teacher, and we also listed some expectations that you should have of us as students. And then towards the end of class we took 2 tests to evaluate where we're at with our current knowledge of physics, which I didn't understand half the stuff that was on that packet, so I was guessing half the time, but I guess that's why I'm enrolled in physics, right? Alright, and as for out of class work, I've spent about 8 hours since our class on Monday doing various things for this class. One of the first things I did was go to the store and pick up a spiral notebook. You can see Brian Hagen. And then I went about setting it up, made the first 5 pages a table of contents, been listing the different assignments that I've been completing, logging my time, and then also I've been taking notes in here as I was reading the lessons 1 through 3 that you had assigned for the reading. I was taking notes of key terms and stuff. I don't know if you can see that, but stuff I can go back and refer to if I forget something or need it later. Another thing I did was create a Google site, which I've actually done before. For my English class, we had to make a Google site to display information on unemployment, but anyway, I'm familiar with creating pages on there and uploading documents and different embedding videos, and I've done stuff like that before, so actually using a Google site is familiar to me, so I actually really enjoy using that. I registered for quite a few online sites as well. You'd listed Animoto, YouTube, Glogster, MindMeister, and a couple other, I can't remember the names. I also spent some time downloading Logger Pro and VPython, which I'm not familiar with. Hopefully you'll teach us how to use those, I'm sure you will. I also read the assigned reading lessons 1 through 3, and they were quite interesting. I learned a lot from them, and I can't wait to read more. Alright, now moving on to what I learned this week. The first thing I learned was that after taking the 2 physics tests we did in class, I have a lot to learn about physics, seeing as I was guessing for over half of the tests. I've never taken a physics course before, so I don't know much about anything in physics. However, after reading lessons 1 through 3 of the assigned reading, I already feel like I know more about physics. Some of the things I learned about were scalar quantities, vector quantities, distance versus displacement, speed versus velocity, kind of different things with that, how to calculate the average speed, average velocity, acceleration, ticker tape analysis, or oil drop diagrams. Those are pretty interesting. Vector diagrams, position versus time graphs, and how to calculate slope. I've actually done slope a lot with math, but it's good to review. After reading about all those different things, I already see things in the tests that I took that I could have done better on if I had known some of these things. So, in addition to what I learned from the reading, I also learned things like how to create an Animoto video for the introductory video we had to do, and how to embed videos into sites such as ePort site, the Google site, and Blackboard as well. Now moving on to questions. I don't really have a whole lot of questions this week. I'm sure I will in the future, but I was just wondering how much of this course will be physics and how much of it will be using technology, because so far it seems we've been doing more things with technology than we actually have been with physics. So I'm wondering if that's just like a first week thing, or if that's going to be throughout the whole semester. We're going to be doing a lot of technology-based activities. The other question I had was, we obviously made an Animoto account, and that is a really cool site, and I love how it makes videos for you. Just throw pictures in, little slides with text on them, but I have a Flipvid. I'm actually using it right now, and I have iMovie as well, and I love editing videos. It's really fun for me. So I was wondering if it'd be okay if in the future I could use iMovie to to edit my own videos instead of Animoto. I really enjoy editing my own videos. It's fun for me. I feel like I have more control over it with iMovie because there's more features that you can use as opposed to Animoto where it just kind of throws everything together for you. So I was wondering if I can use iMovie instead of Animoto in the future. Goals for this week. I think the main focus this week will be finding other people to be in a group with for the group project we have coming up. I read over it a bit. Apparently we're going to be making a car out of a mousetrap. That sounds really interesting, but it also sounds really fun at the same time, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not completely sure what the assignments for this week entail, but whatever it is, I hope it furthers my knowledge of physics and technology as well. Well, thanks for watching. Again, I apologize for my voice. I'm not sick for the whole semester. Hopefully not every one of my videos sounds like this. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the song that's playing in the background right now. And I hope this video earns me an A.